If you want it, there's a good chance you can find it. And if you want to sell one, chances are someone will buy it. That's how our free market works. In a world where nearly 8 billion people are getting more and more connected to each other, the word worth has become meaningless. Even the oddest and most random things can become worth millions of dollars overnight. They just need to sell to the right person at the right time. The same is true in reverse, as some of the best things quickly become the biggest failures. In this video, we will talk about the 10 worthless items, all of which seemed like worthless junk but were bought by the right person at the right time and sold for crazy amounts of money. But before we start our video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon as well. So, let's get started. 10 Audrey Hepburn's Finger Oils. In 2017, Christie's sold off some of the late actress Audrey Hepburn's personal belongings. As expected, there were a lot of niche collectors and bored rich people there, and they spent a total of about $5.3 million on the actress's things. Hepburn's shooting script for Breakfast at Tiffany's, which sold for more than $70,000, was the most expensive thing sold. Like the scripts for most major movies, the full script for Breakfast at Tiffany's can be found online. Anyone who wants to write or make it can get a free copy of the whole script from the right sites. That means that the $700,000 basically just paid for the sweat and oil that Hepburn left on the pages as she held them, making them look like a gamer girl bathwater from the 1970s. 9 Justin Bieber's hair. This sale is hard to explain to people who don't like Justin Bieber. For some background, the Biebs first became well known because of his trademark feathery, swooping bangs and haircut. When the teen idol decided to shave his head in 2011, a few million people, including preteen girls and journalists, went crazy. Then Bieber went on the Ellen DeGeneres show and gave her a lock of his cut hair, but only if she auctioned it off to raise money for charity. She put it up for auction, and the small group of yellow fibers made a crazy $40,668. Any amount given to a good cause is a good thing. But since the person who won the bid probably wasn't already planning to give $40,668 and just happened to see the hair at the auction, it's likely that the hair was the goal. It's hard to think of something less valuable than a small piece of Justin Bieber's hair. 8 The meaning of life. Okay, we'll be the first to say that $3.26 is not a crazy amount of money. But if you divide that by the item's net value, which is exactly $0, you get an answer of infinite value. That's a great windfall, and it's exactly what the eBay seller Postmill got when they sold The Meaning of Life in 2000. The whole description of the product said, "I have found out why we are here, and I'll be happy to tell the highest bidder." After Mojo 120843's $3.26 bid won the bidding war, that's probably what they got. Postmill still has a good feedback score, so they must have done a good job. 7 A haunted cane. In 2004, a 6-year-old boy was sure that his recently dead grandfather's ghost was following him around. He thought the ghost was tied to his grandfather's old cane, which they still kept in their house. To make the boy feel better, his mother sold the cane, ghost and all, on eBay. It was sold for $64,000, which is more than $92,000 now. The online casino GoldenPalace.com often buys rare and unusual pieces of Americana. They bought the cane, its ghost, and a promise to get in touch with the young boy to tell him that his grandfather is there with you and you're doing great. 6 Super Mario 64. The first thing to do, the game Super Mario 64 isn't worthless. It helped define what it meant to be a 3D platformer in many ways, and it still shows up on best of lists all the time. But the game, which is more than 25 years old and has been remade by Nintendo and is also available through emulation services, can be played almost everywhere. This makes me question the $1,560,000 copy I bought earlier this year. The game cartridge was still in its box and graded 9.8/A++, which collectors will know as the second best condition possible. It was without a doubt one of the holiest holy grails a video game collector could think of. That is, unless you think about what you're really buying, which is a plastic cartridge, a cardboard box, and a short set of instructions. We have to wonder how much $1,560,000 in gold coins and power stars would be worth. 5 Business.com. We won't say that Business.com is worthless, just like we won't say that Super Mario 64 is worthless. But when you compare how much it's worth to how much it just sold for, $350 million, you have to wonder if the buyer is crazy or not. R.H. Donnelly, a company that makes phone books, bought the domain name, again, for $350 million, beating out the New York Times and the Dow Jones. Since then, they have changed the site into a simple page for business advice. Even though the site gets a steady amount of traffic and will help bring in money if it's run well, it seems unlikely that it will pay off its $350 million cost anytime soon. For a pink rock. In 2017, Sotheby's in Hong Kong sold a diamond called the Pink Star. A company called Chow Tai Fook Enterprises paid $71.2 million for the rock. It's hard to say why a pink rock sold for so much money. After all, it's not like it was at the bottom of the Titanic for 100 years. Maybe it was the huge size of the rock, which is 59.6 carats cut, that's only 11.92 grams, or less than 0.5 ounces. Maybe it's the beautiful color of the rock, which is a brownish, muddy pink. Or maybe it's... well, there's not much more to say about this small, boring rock that sold for $71.2 million. 3. A single photograph. You should look up Rhine 2 on Google and look at the photo closely. Take it all in, every little thing and every inch. The picture was taken on the Rhine River near Düsseldorf, Germany. It has nice colors and a good frame. Now think about how much you would be willing to pay for a copy of the photo. No, it's a copy, not the original. Most likely, your answer was just a little bit lower than the real price, which was a whopping $4.3 million. The artist says that the photo is a dramatic and deep reflection on human existence and our relationship to nature at the beginning of the 21st century. The Guardian said that the photo was a sludgy image of a desolate, featureless landscape when they wrote about the big sale. No matter which of these is truer, $4.3 million is a lot to pay for a duplicate, especially since you can probably find the same picture on a 99-cent postcard. 2. A sacred grilled cheese. Diane Dwyer, who lived in Florida at the time, made herself a grilled cheese in 1994. Then she says, "I went to eat it, and when I did, I saw this woman looking at me." Dwyer and her husband figured out right away that the woman on the grilled cheese was the Virgin Mary. For 10 years, the couple kept the holy sandwich in their house. And in all that time, it never went bad or got worse. On top of that, it gave Dwyer good luck and helped her win $70,000 at the casino near her home. But all good things must come to an end, and in 2004, Dwyer put the chosen cheese up for auction on eBay. The same GoldenPalace.com that bought the haunted cane also bought the Holy Havarti for $28,000. When the company bought the cheese, they said they were going to take it on tour and then sell it for charity. No one knows where the famous ricotta is right now. Won a $70 million digital copy of Beeple. Non-fungible tokens, or NFTs, are copies of digital files like photos, videos, and music that have a digital certificate of authenticity attached to them. This year, a copy of digital artist Beeple's Everyday, the first 5,000 days sold for $69.3 million. This is an example of a non-fungible token. Everyday's, the first 5,000 days is now the most expensive NFT ever and one of the most expensive works by any living artist. If one piece had to be the most expensive, it would make sense for it to be Everyday's, which is made up of 5,000 smaller pieces of Beeples that are put together in order. It's not the content that's strange, but the way it's put together. An NFT is just a digital copy. It's a digital copy with a signature that says, "This exact copy is different from all other exact copies, but it's still just a copy." So, these are the 10 worthless items sold for an insane amount of money. If you like the video, leave a comment and subscribe to our channel for more top 10 informative videos. Press the bell icon for latest updates. Thanks for watching.